guys, Dr. Decks here. We're in our final stages of showing you how to cut out and assemble your own staircase. So thanks for watching. If you like what you saw or you learned something, please click that subscribe button and click the bell icon as well to be notified every time we're putting out future content. All right, so now we have our cut and sanded out stair jacks. They're looking pretty good and ready to go. So basically what's left is assembly and mounting. So the first thing we have to do is I've cut out some 2x6. Now, normally I would face this with the right size, which is 7 1/4, but I'm out of 2x8 today, so I'm just gonna run some 2x6s just to show you how this thing goes together. You guys can figure out what size kickers you need for the front of your stairs, but for today, that's what we're doing, just so I can show this to you and get this done. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the jacks. Now the jacks have been kept in order, so I'm gonna do the right and the left first, okay? And then I'll come back and do the center last. So the center jack, or as many jacks as you end up having, right? Okay, so the center jack, I just set aside for a second. And I always use a tapered pre-drill bit when I'm or when I'm assembling, because it guides the holes better for the screws that we're gonna use, which are, today I'm using Fasten Master Pro Guard Dog screws. Okay? And the first thing you wanna do is like set the back side of your stair jack together. So the hardest part is like getting the first screw in, because you want it to be tight and level and at the right height. So you kind of have to hold it with one hand, pre-drill with the other. Okay, then you can just let it go for a second. Pre-thread your screw. Put it back to elevation, and it's gonna find that hole. Okay, there's one. And then you just go back and you do that 2 more times. All right, that side's done. Now I'm gonna come back and do this side. Always try to make sure the side of your jack is square. And the pre-drill is really important on the ends of the deck, or the ends of the framing, so that they don't crack out. So one thing I did not do to this staircase that I normally would do is I run end grain solution. I paint all the end grains. Anything that I cut and exposed and made open. You can see, if you come up close, you can see how deep the treatment goes into the wood. It doesn't go all the way to the core. So you have to paint this with end grain solution to protect it from future termites, rot, decay, and that kind of stuff. So, okay. So then, now that I've got my 2 outside jacks on, I just made a 30-inch wide staircase just to get you guys kind of in the zone, all right? And I only made 3 jacks. So normally, like I said earlier, we'd be 12 inches on center, but I'm just gonna put this one in the center so you guys get the idea. So we're 28.5 inches, so 14 1/4 would be to this side of the line. Like so. I don't even have a small square on me, so I'm just gonna eyeball this. All right. So we're putting our jack right there. So here's the center jack. And it's gonna go just like so. You gotta be careful of your elevations and things. This table isn't exactly level or square, so I'm going to lift this side up a little bit, put a little weight on it, so I can get my elevation proper for my center jack. That's pretty good. Once I get the hole drilled, then I can go ahead and get that first screw. And once that first screw's in, you're golden. Then I just double check my squareness and pre-drill these other 2 holes, more screws. Okay, so there's my back jack. That's the hardest one to put on. All right, so then, now that that's done, we're gonna do the rest of our layout. And obviously if I was doing a bigger staircase, I'd kind of grade everything out. So on and so forth. Yeah, that looks good. That's gonna go there. This one, okay. So normally, Normally, these would be ripped to 7 1/4 because that's the height of our rise. Normally, this would be ripped to 6 1/4, which is going to come out to there. So what I'm going to do for now, I'm just going to mount each one of these to its face, and that'll complete our staircase. The staircase is a little out of whack. So what I'm trying to do is flush this in. Even though it's high over there, I know I can fix that in a minute. I will get my top edge. So we have a little bit of a twist in our staircase right now. So I'm going to put one screw in, and then I'm going to twist the bottom before I pre-drill my next hole. And sometimes we use a clamp for that. So you can see that this is off right here. So now I'm going to clamp it so it's nice and straight, and finish putting in these screws. All right, so now our backside of our staircase is installed. The bottom step is installed. Now the staircase is square. Now we can continue to put on the rest of our risers, okay? So I'm gonna do that real quick, and then I'll get back at you. All right, guys, so now our staircase is all framed up. It's got end grain solution on it normally, and you're ready to mount it. Sometimes we install the stairs, sometimes we go ahead and put some G-tape on it before or after we install. It just kind of depends on the size of the staircase and the conditions. So I just want to go over this really quick. This is called G-tape. It is a waterproof membrane tape that will help protect your joists or your stair jacks from decay. All right. Now remember, once you put these on, you won't be able to put a protective G-tape in front of this, but if you go over the top of this, it'll keep a lot of the moisture from ever penetrating inside of here. But normally what we do before we put this on, we put our G-tape on. But since this is just a tutorial, it's just something I wanted to go over with you as a precaution to help protect. Because even with end grain solution, water's gonna soak into the tops of these stair jacks just like a sponge. It's just gonna suck it up over the years, and it's gonna rot prematurely. So one way to keep that from happening is take some G-tape, and put it right on the top of your stair jack like so. And if you wait for your end grain solution to dry, it's gonna stick a lot better. I even tape the tops of all of these just to keep any moisture from penetrating the top. It's kind of like a roof for your wood, you know, like the roof on your house. It just kind of helps shed the water away and keep it going somewhere else. Cool thing about G-tape, it's acrylic base, high quality, sticks really nice, and you can tear it with your hands, which is kind of nice. You don't have to use a knife as much. All right, guys, so now you have your staircase cut, framed, protected, and it's ready to mount it to the deck. So obviously our deck is lacking some framing members that we don't have to show you today, but let's visualize, okay? So now, even though this table isn't level, let's just say we have the right elevation. These steps are 7 1/4 inch rise. So we want, now this is your framing. This is not the top of the decking. You're gonna add decking to the top of this. So we're 7 1/4 inches from here to the top of our frame. We've already hung some material from behind the deck to be able to attach this to. So once this material hangs down, then we're gonna run, I would run a product like a construction leg, like Fasten Master makes some really great construction legs, timber locks, ledger locks, head locks, any of those, you can screw through this and into that solid blocking. Must be solid. I don't recommend using 2x material. I recommend using 4x material, 4x4, 4x6 to attach the staircase with. Then you're gonna have to add a little bit of metal to that to satisfy your inspector. You can use some Simpson products, L90s or something, L70s, L50s, whatever you got to just have a positive connection. In my personal opinion, I think the through screws are enough of a positive connection, but sometimes I've been called out for metal, so I put some metal on there and then there's no question that it's gonna be approved. So, you know, we'll double check the level. Looks like my staircase is a little out of level. It's pitching down a little bit. So we might have to bring the bottom up a tidge to make that connection, or to make that level, or to make it within tolerance, okay? I'll allow a certain amount of runoff or drainage on my stairs, because once this thing's completely built, nobody's gonna know that you got a 1/4 inch of pitch drainage or something like that when you get into your staircase. Now, I'm not gonna get into trimming or installing stair treads or anything like that. This was a basic tutorial about how to cut and frame your own stair jacks. Now, you can buy stair jacks pre-made at different home centers, but they're only one run, one rise and one run, and that's it. And if you can't make that work with your deck, you're kind of out of luck. So what I've shown you is a way to build stairs custom to whatever elevation your deck is, okay? So I hope I answered some questions for you. I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, please click the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified of future updates, please click the bell icon as well. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.